It's the National Invitation Golf Quiz Show with Gary Van Sickle and Kathy Bissell. And now here's Gary.
Thanks for that touching introduction, Vanna. We're back with another edition of the National Invitation Golf Quiz Show. And we've got two worthy competitors.
Very worthy.
Very worthy, beyond worthy.
Yes, whatever that is.
Michaux and Tom Alter. Scott, give us a quick who you are and what you've done in 35 years in one sentence. Go.
Okay. Started out following PGAtour.com's former Helen Ross at the Greensboro News and Record. Went to the Augusta Chronicle for 18 years. And now I'm with Global Golf Post and the Irish Examiner at major events, other than this week's Ryder Cup.
It seemed longer than 18 years in Augusta. Probably did to you too.
Right.
Tom Alter, he's unofficially the commissioner of the PGA Tour, but tell us your actual title, Tom.
I'm vice president of communications. When I got out of school, I worked for 3 years on a show called This Week in Baseball with Major League Baseball, and basically got the exact same job working at the PGA Tour and producing inside the PGA Tour. And since then, I've had a bunch of different jobs going from the production side to the programming side, and now I'm kind of on the promotion side working in the communications department.
Who was it? Were you in the original one? Who was the announcer who did that originally, This Week in Baseball?
That was Mel Allen, and not to date my age, but the current technology at the time was the answering machine, and we all had Mel record our messages. Tom's not at home right now. He's going on.
It was a great show. It was a great
I love that show.
That wasn't, I searched for a lot of years. It wasn't until iTunes came around, and even then, I searched for a lot of years trying to find that theme music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, NBC used it. The one at the end of the show. Yeah, it's like a. Yeah, it was John Scott, and I forget the name of it. But I looked for a lot of years till I found that. Anyways,
we would go to Mets and Yankees games all the time, working out in New York, and they would play the show, during batting practice, and we just get a kick out of seeing our names up on the.
That's great. Yeah, that was a great show. That was, that was before every game was on TV somewhere, and you got to see highlights you hadn't seen. It was
exactly, and that's how we got the tapes. They were literally mailed to us, so we would get them via FedEx, and we would view them, and then package little features and blooper reels and highlight reels, and it was fun to work on that show.
If they had to get them there really fast, they would use one of the passenger owls. They interbred the passenger pigeon and owls to make sure. Anyways, enough about us. We're here to see who knows more useless golf trivia. We're going to have 18 questions, or 18 holes, if you will. It's match play, and the last two questions are double, so somebody can come from behind. So let's begin. Category is the PGA Tour. What was the term for pros who competed in Monday qualifying for tour events before 1983, when only 60 players were exempt? A, rabbits, B, gophers, C, mules, D, armadillos. Hold up with your answer, fellas.
I don't know. I'm going with A.
Sorry, the answer is armadillos. Well, the answer is A, rabbits. I just wanted to see the look on your face when I said armadillos. In fact, I think armadillos might have to be the answer to a question in every future show. Just one. All right. All square going to number 2. Category is the Ryder Cup. Which of the following did not happen in the 1929 Ryder Cup at Moortown in England? A, U.S. captain Walter Hagen lost a match 10-8. B, cold weather, hail, and heavy snow. C, the U.S. team had to use wooden shafted clubs because the R&A hadn't legalized metal shafts yet. D, 2 matches were shortened to 9 holes. That's a pretty interesting array of answers. They've both gone with A, Hagen lost a match. The correct answer is actually D, 2 matches were shortened to 9 holes.
Wow.
I know that. I did know that something happened about the steel shafts, but that was like a Walker Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was a Ryder Cup. Those other things happen at different Ryder Cups, not in 29.
Now,
Wow.
was
Boy,
not
this
that
guy's
question
good.
what,
This guy's good. He caught that.
but I thought your question was what didn't happen.
Did
Right.
not happen.
And so they did not have
Oh, I'm
to.
sorry. The first three did happen. The last one did not. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got you.
The last
Okay.
one did
Walter
not
Hagen
happen. The
lost
other
a
three
match
did
10 and
happen,
8.
yeah. It's
I'm
hard to believe
stunned by
that.
that.
Did he show up?
Someone else was wearing his clothes.
Well,
That's what I'm
he
wondering.
showed up,
And a
but
mask.
probably you know what kind of shape he was in. All right, next question. Still all square. Phil Mickelson's the category. Phil was the last amateur to win a.
Hey, I get this
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry. Over to
I
you,
get this
Vanna.
one.
Why don't
Back
you do the-
off.
I forgot about that.
Phil Mickelson was the last amateur to win a PGA Tour event when he won the Tucson Open while still enrolled at Arizona State University. Who sponsored the tournament? Northern Telecom, Seiko, Chrysler, or Joe Garagiola? Your answers, please, gentlemen.
Tom and I only brought the letter A.
And
And
Tom,
that's all
what
I
was
had.
your A? Did you have A up? I didn't see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They both win.
They
They're
both
smart.
win.
Still tied.
These guys are good. I have to go the extra mile. Number 4 category is Arnold Palmer. About to win his 4th Masters in 1964, Arnold Palmer asked playing partner Dave Marr on the 18th tee in the final round if there was anything he could do to help. What was Marr's reply? A, could you ask all of these people to leave? B, quit saying you're away. C, how about if you take 2 weeks off, then quit? D, yeah, you can make 12. Uh-oh. That's correct. Dave Marr said, yeah, you can make it 12. You can just hear Dave Marr saying that too, can't you? We'll put it on the screen there, but that's okay. The category is PGA Championship. What did Sam Snead do the day after he beat Army Corporal Jim Ternisa to win the 1942 PGA Championship at Seaview? A, played Ternisa again in an exhibition match to sell war bonds. B, reported for duty in the Navy. C, joined Bob Hope in Hawaii for a USO tour show. D, met with President Roosevelt in the White House Rose Garden.
This is a guess, but
They both said B, and that is correct. Why, this is like watching Hogan play Snead. This is incredible. You guys are good.
They
Okay.
are.
I did a whole special
Vanna,
section
over to
on
you.
C.
Charles Schwartzel won the first ever live golf tournament by one shot over who? Brian Burmeister, Henny Duplessis, Sam Horsfield, or everybody's favorite, Phil Mickelson?
so you know I know nothing about any of those events, but I'm going to guess this.
You're wrong, Tom. Scott gets it. Goes
You
one
know what?
up.
He threw that point. I know it.
Henny Duplessis was the answer, and I think,
He's-
there's
he's
no
from-
need to go into Henny Duplessis' life story right now because we all know it so well.
I looked it up, and he's originally from South Africa. I was trying to figure out how to say his name. So if he was French, you'd say it one way, and with him being from South Africa, you say it
By
another
the way, Brian Burmeister usually pronounces his first name as Dean.
Oh,
Yes, he
Sorry.
does.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
Dean.
That's okay, Vanna. Just keep turning the vowels.
Any way you pronounce it, I still got it wrong.
That's right. All right, Scott Michaux is one up. Women's golf. Why was the Du Maurier Classic replaced as one of the LPGA's tour's majors in 2000? A, Du Maurier opted to sponsor Formula One racing instead. B, Du Maurier's CEO was fired for sexual harassment against a female company officer. C, Canada passed legislation prohibiting tobacco-based sponsorships. D, Weetabix offered to double the purse if its British Women's Open was given major status.
Could be D, but I think it's
Canada passed anti-tobacco legislation. You were both correct. Boy, you're good.
these guys, this is someplace
Michaux.
that these guys are a good thing.
These guys are good. Anything can happen, though. That's another slogan.
I know.
What should the tour's next slogan be? What do you think?
I'm gonna have to stay quiet on that.
Oh, he already knows what the next one is.
He might.
I will say we're working on something.
Okay, that's good.
I'm going to guess
We
sweet
call that a
sassy
teaser.
molassy kapow. Okay. Number 8 category is golf origins. In what year was the old course at St. Andrews reduced from 22 holes to the now standard 18? A, 1698, B, 1764, C, 1802, D, 1858. 22 holes to 18. That's a hard one.
I don't know.
A and D, the correct answer is actually B, 1764.
I remember reading that once and thinking, okay.
Well, in the daily newspaper at the time, yeah, I believe it.
No. Probably doing some stuff for the World Golf Hall of Fame, which is moving.
You probably were working for your client, young Tom.
Oh,
Okay, back over to you, Vanna, for question number 9.
we'll see if I can read this one the right way. Tiger Woods was 11-1 in golf on the PGA Tour. Who beat him in his lone defeat? Was it Billy Andrade, Billy Mayfair, Billy Kratzer, or Billy Horschel?
Billy.
You're right.
They're
You
good.
guys are really smart.
Billy Mayfair.
That was the
Billy,
LA
Billy,
Open.
Billy.
Well,
Not
you know,
in the era.
anything about Tiger Woods doesn't really count as trivia, I suppose.
Yeah, they played at that course. The Champions Tour played at that course a couple of times too. They were playing that year away from
Valencia.
Riviera.
Yeah, Valencia.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
And it wasn't easy. Traffic wasn't any better getting to that course either. All right. Michaux makes the turn one up. Going to category hole number 10, the PGA Tour is a category. This should be right up your alley, Tom. Name the player whose only career victory was the Players' Championship. A,
Yeah,
Calvin
that's
Peete.
one.
B, Dean Beeman. C, Craig Perks. D, Aaron Badley. Yeah, it's too easy. Craig Perks. You guys are good.
I thought the answer was going to be Mark Hayes
That would have been a
Oh.
good one.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
or Tim Clark won a second time. He won in
I
Canada.
thought Dean Beeman was a good option. I guess we're on to number 11, Vanna. No, now we're back.
Four-time winner.
All right, number 11, U.S. Open. What was unusual about how Dennis Watson finished second to Andy North by one shot in the 85 U.S. Open at Oakland Hills? A, he made a rare double eagle at the second hole. B, he drew a 2-shot penalty for moving a white stake out of his way. C, he 4-putted the final green. And D, he got a 2-shot penalty for waiting too long for a putt to drop. Those would be a tough way to lose the Open, no matter which one it was.
Yeah.
Michelle says B, the moving a stake, and Tom says D, which is the correct answer. He waited too long for a putt to drop, and that never should have been a 2-shot penalty. That's what they changed it now. It's a 1-shot penalty now.
So it would have been
All
a
right.
playoff?
Are we
We're all
square now?
Yeah, it's all square. It's tied.
Okay.
Let's go back to Vanna.
This is a media category. You guys can get this one. Which of the following did not appear in the golf movie Tin Cup? Kevin Costner's parents, Johnny Miller, Jim Nance, or Lee Trevino?
Gosh, I wrote the question, and that's a stumper. Jim Nance. Got a Jim Nance vote. Kevin Costner's parents. That was a really good answer. No, they're actually in the movie.
It's Lee Trevino.
I thought it was Lee.
I thought he was in it.
Because
He
he's
was in
in
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
He's in
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, shaking his head.
Yep.
That's the scene that's why I didn't pick him.
Okay, you can cut the tension with a knife. It's a butter knife, but you can
or
still cut the
something.
tension with it. Category is golf designers. Where were famed architect Alistair Mackenzie's ashes scattered? A, Pasatiempo. B, Machrihanish. C, Augusta National. D, Pine Valley. I should have put a TPC course in as one of the answers. Sorry, Tom. That's my bad.
We didn't know Tom was going to be a guest.
Tom says Machrihanish. Scott's got Pasatiempo, which is the correct answer.
Wow.
That
good
was
one,
his
Scott.
favorite That was his favorite course, he said, of the ones he did. And he had a house
Didn't he
there.
live there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it was a Mackenzie design, and I four-putted that crazy 16th green, but I didn't know he lived there.
Yeah, he had a house on the property. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's in the line of fire nowadays. Okay, 14, the category is the Open Championship. When Nicklaus won the 78 Open Championship at the Old Course, with whom was he paired in the final round? A, Peter Oosterhuis. B, Jack Newton. C, Simon Owen. D, Peter Alice.
That's a good one.
I think we all remember this round. There's no way to know. Oh, Jack Newton's a good guess, but it was Simon Owen.
Wow.
I've never heard of Simon.
I didn't have the guts to pull on Simon Owen.
You know,
I thought it was him, but I didn't.
I really feel like D, I should have put Armadillo should have been one of the answers.
There should be something that's a recurring stupid answer. In
just on the off chance that somebody would pick it. No, Jack was not paired with an armadillo. All right, let's go over to Vanna. 15 total.
This is on the European Tour. Which golfer won the most European Tour titles in his career? Christy O'Connor Sr., Peter Thompson, Nick Faldo, or Seve Ballesteros? And you guys should get this one. Seve Ballesteros. Okay.
Wow.
51, I think, something like that.
Well, you know,
50.
What's funny is all we ever talk about is the PGA Tour in the U.S. When you think about us, like, can anybody tell you anything about the all-time victory list in Europe? Any American? No, including me.
Well, not much about
The
it.
answer is usually Seve.
Usually Seve. Or Rory would have been a good answer, maybe. All right, we're going to the last three holes.
I'm still one down, right?
Is major championships. Which of these players has won the most championships on their respective tours? Tom Watson, PGA Tour. Hale Irwin, PGA Tour champions. Steve Stricker, PGA Tour champions. Or Babe Zaharias, the LPGA.
Whew. Tough one.
That's a tough one. They both say A, Tom Watson. The correct answer is D, Babe Zaharias.
I saw to myself Tom Watson when I saw that clue.
I could not remember how many Babe had. She was the second choice. I knew it wasn't the other two. Even
how dare you insult my man Steve Stricker like that?
He's not there yet, but he might be the right answer.
He's getting there. He's not far from. He's one more year away from double figures. Probably win at least three next year, right?
Babe Zaharias was in college. She was the only athlete who represented her school at the NCAA championship, and her team came in second.
Wow.
That's how great an athlete she was. She's still the only Olympic athlete to win a gold medal in a throwing, running, and jumping event.
Wow.
She was good.
That's pretty good.
Tom is not going down quietly.
I might be working on the 2024 50-year anniversary of the World Golf Hall of Fame right now.
Well, the good news is in the wake of the Solheim Cup, we're not going to have a tie because these last two questions are double, and Michaux is currently one up. Celebrities is the category. Name the private American club that gave Sean Connery 007 as his member number in honor of his James Bond roles. A, the Country Club. B, Pine Valley. C, Shinnecock Hills. D, Riviera. D, Riviera. We got a D, Riviera. We got two D's, Riviera. I'm sorry. The answer is Pine Valley.
Wow.
Well, I need
to Pine Valley had a sense of humor.
Yeah, kidding. I have a guest.
You're gonna love the last question.
Excellent. We got a cat.
I need to get it, don't I?
By the way, the winner gets the cat. All right, it all comes down to this. It's a trivial category known as Tiger Woods. What was the nickname of the caddy who carried Tiger's bag in his first Masters as an amateur? Fluff, Gypsy, Burnt Biscuits, Golf Ball, or Armadillo?
We
Carry the in his
had
first
different
Masters.
answers, Gary.
Who carried in his first Masters as an amateur?
Oh, okay.
Well,
Not when he won in '97. His first one as an amateur.
This is my only shot. I needed to guess something different than Scott.
It's kind of tough to get a slot. You can't get a Masters question past Scott.
I know. I told you I was going to lose on a Masters question.
Tommy Burnt Biscuits Bennett.
I believe so. And I just talked to him last year. He's still alive and kicking.
Yeah, he caddied for my son. Got him to caddy for him in something. I forget what it was, but it wasn't at Augusta National. So,
well, congrats, Scott. You've humbled me. The game of golf has humbled me once again.
Well, you guys got a lot of questions right.
I do.
And let's face it, a lot of this stuff is so trivial nobody would know. But hopefully, the answers were. You hear the question, you go, "Well, what the heck is the answer?"
I think it's unfair. Tom lost on a live golf question. I don't think that.
It's true.
I don't think that was good.
Actually, I guess it's a sense of pride. I lost on the live golf question. That's fine.
So you can take that home as a victory.
I only put that in there because the Live is paying the winner of this quiz $6.2 million. So
well, congrats, Scott. Yeah.
You can call Greg Norman and find out where that check is.
And that cat can eat tonight.
You can eat tonight. No, that was great stuff, fellas. That was a lot of fun.
what does the winner get, Gary?
The winner's going to get his name inscribed on the National Invitation Golf Quiz Wall of Fame, which is on the southern border. It's under construction, but don't worry, the border's still secure.
Good to know. Well, thanks for having me. Congratulations, Scott.
Thanks,
Great
Tom.
playing you fellows.